Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another edition of Kevy's Corner. And today, I tell you what, man, oh man, we have had some guests. Today just is I got a legend. I'm just going to say it. I got a legend. I got the man, I got the turntable knocker. I'm talking about St. Louis's own DJ Kut, my brother. He is here. And welcome to the show. Kut, how you doing, man?
First things first, I'm suing you for Kevy's Corner. You stole the name
Kut's
from
Corner.
Kut's Corner.
I did.
So my lawyer is right outside, my brother.
No, you're right though. Kut's Corner. Listen, and I'll say that the establishment with Kut's Corner, I would always go in there and just be honored, man. And when I see your big picture up in there, man. But we need to get some more Kut's Corners all over the place.
Yeah, it's all good. No, I'm going to start off the show messing with you, so it's all good.
Listen, man, we go so far back, man. We sitting here just reminiscing and talking. But folks in St. Louis know, I mean, DJ Kut, that's an iconic name, man. K-U-T, DJ's name. Kut, you know what I mean? That's it, man. But man, I just wanted to get you on because you have so much going on, man. You've had this great DJing career, radio personality career, and now, man, you giving all these things back with Kut University, helping young kids learn DJing, man.
Yeah, it's a must, man. It's like I say all the time, I can't take it with me.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So
yes,
I forget who said it, but they said the richest place in the world is a cemetery because so many people died with gifts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That they didn't pass on or ideas that they didn't get a chance to implement. So I'm going to try to empty the tank as much as I can and get back to,
That's great.
I'm trying to create you know what I'm saying? This ain't, but here's the thing, you know me, this ain't nothing new. I've always passed the torch and empowered other DJs. Yeah, always did that.
You always have. Yeah. And it's a list of them. You mean, you start talking about Fred D and Sir Thorough.
DJ Quinn. When he was DJ Q.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Rec One came to my camp. So many names came through. So it was like, train, develop, recruit, train, develop, however the order go, but you just keep putting it out there.
That's it. And I was blessed to be around to see you coming up into the radio because I remember when you were with the late Captain G.
Yeah.
And he was doing this thing. You were like with him.
Yeah, man. Shout out to
Greg
Captain
Beasley.
G.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, Captain G is the person that brought me into Magic 108 and introduced me to you. Yep, I used to go over to the Wiz and post up at the booth. That was the drinking cut days. You know what I'm saying? I posted at the booth. Captain G, Tossin Ted, Doc Love,
Doc Love.
I used to just watch them. Yeah. And, Ted and them, I mean, we tight now. Yeah. That's my big brother.
Yes, sir.
They used to send me. You know what I'm saying? They send me. Captain G, gave me his phone number and I followed up with him.
Right. But that's kind of, when you coming up and you guys are all young together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a competition. That's,
I wasn't coming in as competition. I just wanted to learn.
Right.
I'm listening to you dudes on the radio, so I'm going to watch what y'all doing. No, it's all, man, me and Ted will always be tight.
Oh, yeah,
always. It's going to always be a big brother, little brother thing.
I know. You know always. What? I'm saying on the comedy side, Kut, it kind of reminds me of like Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, Jamie Foxx. When they all coming up together.
Yeah.
And they was like trying to battle each other.
Yeah.
But today they all boys.
Yeah.
They all boys.
Yeah. We always going to be. We all, look, we got gray hair, glasses now. I mean, hey, competition is over. We got to compete to live. Right?
Ain't no doubt about that. And man, but you taught yourself though in the beginning, right at home, right?
A lot I did learn at home, but I had to get around other people because it's like, DJing goes all the way back. I didn't like go to a party and see somebody DJ. Like I always loved music, so this is before I'm able to walk. You know what I'm saying? New 45s by the color of the label and those type of things. So the older I got, I wanted to try to get closer to St. Louis ain't like New York. We didn't have big park jams and crowds of DJing and MCs. We had places like the Ville and Club 54 and all those type of places, but we didn't have those gigantic park jams like in the Bronx and all that type of stuff. So you got to know who was doing what and try to get close to them so you can see what is the right thing you should be doing. So when I got to the Peabody, I got with a crew of guys, we all in the project. So my boy Pat Jam, DJ Tony T, L.A. Rock, Doc Box, Biggie, you know what I'm saying? We was a Southside crew.
And y'all be doing parties and stuff like, in Peabody?
Yeah, around the Peabody. So you got Peabody, Dawes, Webby's.
Yeah.
And that's a damn city. You know what I'm saying? All those project people. Shout out to my boy DeMarco, too. So we had a whole crew of dudes that wasn't making no money like that. You might make a book of food stamps or something like that. But we had fun. It wasn't about the money. It was like, and then you go back and look at them little apartments like, man, we was crammed up in these little places, having parties and DJing and stuff like that. So, so I just decided to keep going. Went to Flow Valley, 89, 89.5, and like I said, I started going over to the Wiz, posting them right at that booth. Yep, and then 1990, Captain G brought me on over to the station and introduced me to you and Chuck and Doc Winter and, got Al McDonald, you know what I'm saying?
Real famous.
Yeah, so got to know all you guys who I listened to on the radio. Like, wow, okay, this is cool. Here they go,
And in the mixing, you just took it from there. I mean, just getting better and developing your skills. Then you start spinning in the clubs around St. Louis. The clubs took off for you, right?
The biggest launching pad, which still pay off to this day, was Saints and the Palace. That was the big, because you got to realize this before social media and computer games all day and night. People went to the ranks, so you got anywhere from 800 to over 1,000 kids at Saints, and then the Palace open. So I'm DJing both places and at the same time developing my crew. My cousin Master D, DJ Fred D, Tricky, who is now DJ Black Sun, Quinn, who was DJ Q back then. So training, developing, putting our people in places. And, we became a bigger crew in the city because you got a whole lot of traffic coming through those rinks. So the older I got, the older they got. So they're able to get in clubs that I'm DJing all the way up into Boogie Nights. So that crowd always paid off. They followed me through my whole career.
That is amazing. And like you say, when people are listening, they hear all these names and clubs that you're mentioning, and they think about where they were, how old they were, what was going on, the music. It's just, that's a big piece of history with music in St. Louis. And, you would leave St. Louis and you would go to New York for like 9 years. And I know we coming up on a break, and we'll talk about New York, but before we get to the break, what would you say when you think about St. Louis music and DJing and comparing to like the East Coast and New York where you were with all that was taking place?
The beautiful thing about being in St. Louis is we got music from everywhere, from the West Coast to down south to MC Breed up in Flint and Do or Die up in Chicago. We right in the middle, so we really didn't discriminate against no music, because you had the West Coast that wasn't, you had New York that wasn't really trying to play the West Coast and vice versa.
The West wasn't playing the East.
You know what I'm saying? So the West was playing the East. You know what I'm saying? It was New York that wasn't really playing nobody but New York, and honestly New York didn't need nobody but New York, so go figure. 8 million people there, so it was a beautiful thing to be able to learn all the different music from all the different regions, because we right in the middle.
I know, you are a melting pot right here.
Exactly.
That's
so
it.
Being able to go to a place like New York and know the music and have the record collection, it's like, damn, and you from St. Louis? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it helped being from here.
Absolutely. That's DJ Kut, y'all, the Hall of Fame, legendary DJ Kut. We're going to take a time out, come back, talk to him about life in New York as a DJ, on tour with Nelly, the whole nine, and then, like you say, he's got Kut University going on right now where he's helping young kids, youngsters right in the St. Louis area, teaching them the skills to becoming a DJ, which you can see from what he has done. They can make a very, very outstanding, lucrative career doing this. So it's Kevykev, Kevy's Corner with DJ Kut. We're going to be right back right after this. And welcome back to the show again. The guest, DJ Kut, man, it's awesome just having Kut on here. So Kut, man, in 2002,
right,
you get the call to come to New York City.
Right.
How tough a decision was that to leave St. Louis and go to New York?
That wasn't a hard decision. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know our boy Doc Winter, so we watched him from being the host of The Quiet Storm to building his managerial skills within the radio industry, and eventually turned into Clear Channel. He was a VP of Urban Programming.
Yes, sir.
And getting tight with him since '94, him watching, just like y'all both watching my career, saw my moves I was making around the town.
Yeah.
From DJing G-Thing comedy shows at like the Westport and around, and going on tour with Sid the Entertainer in 2000, going on tour with Nelly, St. Lunatics, 2001. So it was eventually time to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be the person that stay in the game too long, and be a DJ that's DJing at the chicken and beer spot. You know what I'm saying? So why not take a chance on leaving? When Doc asked me, he was like, if you had the opportunity to work in the top 5 market, would you leave? I was like, yeah. So he
no hesitation.
I didn't hesitate. And then either he said something to me the next night or within the same week, But I think about going to New York, I was like, I was kind of scared at first, but I was like, yes. You do it even when you're scared. You go even when you're scared. Go for it. What did I have to lose? I can always come back home, you know what I'm saying? So took the opportunity to go work at Power 105.
So he helped set that up for you to go to Power?
Yeah, Doc was the VP of Urban Programming for Clear Channel.
Okay.
So he was responsible for staffing Power 105 in New York. Okay. So, I was on the morning show with Ed Lover and Dr. Dre and Lisa G. So these are legends from watching them on Who's the Man and TV Raps. And to work with Ed Lover and Dr. Dre.
From your MTV Raps. Now you working with them.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, this is crazy. And then, our girl Deja Vu, we worked beat together. Yeah. So we both end up in New York working at the same time and ran into each other on the street because I didn't tell her and she didn't tell me, so we cracking up laughing, trying to sneak and work in New York. But it was historic, man. It was historic.
And what was the best thing about being a DJ in New York City like that?
Man, a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? We watched people on the Apollo for so many years, and then being able to DJ at the Apollo and DJ at Madison Square Garden and all these places, and go to Brooklyn and Queens and the Bronx and all these places that we heard of, to actually, this is where LL grew up, and this is what Run DMC was talking about, and Jay-Z and Big Daddy Kane and Brooklyn and all this type of stuff. So, and
it was pretty common, I know, for you to see these people would be coming by the station all the time.
Yeah, like you could see people just walking down the street. Yeah, just normal. Like, damn, that's such and such getting out of a cab, boy. So it was nothing to see stars on a regular basis. Yeah, you just saw them all the time. Yeah, it just became just the norm.
Just the norm. Yeah. We just wrapped up 50 years of hip hop in 2023. How did you take all of it? What did you take from that 50 years of hip hop, the celebrations that were taking place all over the country?
Man, it was an honor to even be part of this 50 years of hip hop because, like right now I'm 56, so whenever this air, but as it stands right now, I'm 56. So coming through hip hop, and when people telling you should get a real job or that stuff ain't gonna last, and all this type of stuff. So salute to everybody who stuck with it, who did it for the love of it, who did it for we didn't do it for the money, we did it for the love. This was our true passion. So it's a proud moment to be a part of the culture for 50 years, and especially to be a person here in St. Louis, part of the whole fabric of hip hop in the city. You know what I'm saying? You can't not mention St. Louis hip hop and leave DJ Kut name out. I'm not bragging. It's just like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
You cannot leave my name out.
Right.
You cannot rewrite history in St. Louis. You cannot.
No, you can't. You are a great foundation of that history. And like you said, you and of course, big shout out to DJ, of course, Wiz.
Yeah, G Wiz, big brother.
Because he produced a movie. A documentary on St. Louis's place.
Yeah, background check.
Hip-hop background check.
Yeah, background check, man.
Right.
Wiz is my brother for life. Who don't get the props he deserves. He's one of the most humble guys in the world.
He sure is.
Wizardtron Records. That gave you early D, Culture Shock.
Oh, man.
D Rebel on the roll again.
Yeah.
Double Def. Ram Love.
Oh, Ram Love. Oh, my
Ram
God.
Love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we had our own sound here, our own record label.
Yeah.
You know,
Jack Move, you talking about?
shout out to them on the east side. You know, Kick It Up crew. Shout out to Silk Smooth.
Yes, sir.
JCD and the Dog Pound. You know, so many local, Black Pearl Mafia. We can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
We always overlook our own culture in St. Louis and only focus on, well, they didn't do this for us on the East Coast. They didn't do this for us on the West Coast. We don't do it for our own selves to recognize we had a lot of greatness that come out of St. Louis.
What's the scripture? A prophet in his own land gets no honor, right?
Man, it's crazy.
So yeah, because we do have a deep history, and I you know, as a radio DJ personality, I realized that too. That what was unique about St. Louis is we took the music in from everywhere. We didn't care, like you said, if it was Tongue Twister from Chicago, Snoop Dogg in the West, Big Daddy Kane on the East. We enjoyed it all.
Yeah, we did.
And that's what made us a great market to sell records. The promoters wanted to come here. Right?
Yeah. And you know, salute to EDB and Jim Gates.
Absolutely.
Because Rappers Delight wasn't even played on the radio in New York first.
Yeah.
It was played
here.
WESL.
Yeah, Jim
like
Gates.
So, yo, or was it KTZ? It was WESL.
It was ESL.
Yeah, ESL, yeah. So, man, St. Louis, man, the history been here. Hip-hop was here. A lot of people, the good thing about this city is tough to make it, but it makes your skin so thick, you can go damn near anywhere and make it. Yeah.
That's it.
A lot of us left here and went on to do bigger things, and still able to come back and get love because I didn't do nothing wrong to the people in the city.
Absolutely, that's a big point. Because then you leave New York and you come back to St. Louis,
right?
And you know you came back home.
Yeah, shout out to Boogie D for bringing me back to 95.5 in 2011 because he had to come back home to relaunch the stations. And the good thing again about being in New York. Our morning show producer, her name was Sarah O'Connor. She worked with Boogie in Philly.
Okay.
So Boogie was leaving Philly to come back to St. Louis, and just in conversation, he said to her, like, I got to figure out what I'm going to do in St. Louis, and she was like, you need to holler Kut. And me and Boogie D conversation on the phone was all of 5 minutes. It didn't even take, it wasn't long. Boogie wanted to win. He knew what he needed to win. Boogie D brought me back.
So again, I ask the question: was it hard to leave New York to come back? I know you said it wasn't hard to leave St. Louis to go to New York, but what about returning?
No, it wasn't hard to come back home because now I was used to fast-paced everything, so I had to adjust. I didn't slow down, but I'm used to being up late and people.
The city never sleeps in New York.
Yeah, and I'm calling people that's in the bed by 11 and 12, and I'm wide awake like, you in the bed, sleep. And the streets of St. Louis look like I Am Legend. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody outside. I'm like, okay, so yeah, I had to get used to slowing my brain down a little bit just to sleep overnight. But as far as my energy and drive, that came from constantly being on the go in New York.
Man,
yep.
As the DJ Kut, y'all, the turntable knocker. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about his DJ Kut University because this is just phenomenal. I was blessed to attend one of his graduation ceremonies and to see him and the kids and their families was just awesome. So, you know, it was just great to see that and just to see the impact of what he's doing. I mean, and it was phenomenal, and a shout out to I know the city of St. Louis.
Oh man,
because they've been a great sponsor and supporter of Kut University.
Man. Parks and Recreation. Well, we'll come back to that, but yeah, we'll come back. I'm gonna make sure I shout out everybody.
Oh yeah, most definitely. All right, that's DJ Kut, and we're gonna take another break, take another time out, and find out. We're gonna get you all the information about Kut University, because you might want to get this university, get in one of his satellite campuses at your organization, institution, and he can tell you about all that. All right. Yeah. So it's Kevy's Corner with DJ Kut. We're gonna be right back. Welcome back to the show. We are talking with our special guest, DJ Kut, my brother, and DJ Kut is doing it, y'all. He is doing it. Kut University. This is where DJ Kut is involved with bringing Kut training and DJing education to youth throughout St. Louis. And so Kut, tell everybody just about what DJ Kut University is about. Kut University. Tell them, just let them all know about it.
Yeah, man. DJ Kut University is something I wish I had coming through, but I don't not how I learned how to DJ, but being able to get kids that are interested in the actual art form of DJing and that love music. And, you know, right now we got the program running over at Tandy.
Yes.
You know, right there, Kennerly, you know, right across the street from Andy Malone.
Right.
So it's reaching the inner city kids, even county kids, ages 13 through 18, boys and girls. As long as you are teachable, trainable, manageable, you good. Yeah. You know, like, you know, and I don't have no problem kids like that. You know, they once they get to know me and JD the DJ, it's like big brothers or aunts or daddies in some cases. So, you know, just make sure to teach them the actual art form of DJing. Teach them what to do on actual turntables. You know, but they learning, we're in the digital age, so you know, laptops and controllers, and teach them how to talk on the microphone and all that type of stuff, because they can go on to make a great living DJing, because it's a person born every day.
That's what I was, you know, when I saw that, I could see, and these kids, once they graduate from the program, is it about, I think about 8 weeks?
It's an 8-week program. I bring them twice a week, so it can be a Monday and Friday, a Monday and Wednesday, 5 to 7, or a Tuesday and Thursday, 5 to 7, just twice a week, 2 hours a day, because I don't want to overload them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes you can give them too much.
Sure.
You got to give them time to